Many things have changed recently with the durability update, so I would like to welcome you guys to my new updated Camille guide of Season 12. Today I will be covering the runes, build, skill order and summoner spells, as well as a good explanation towards early game, mid-late game, team fighting, and also a gameplay commentary. Now let's begin with the important stuff first, the runes. Currently, there's 3 rune pages that I recommend. The first rune page is Grasp as the main keystone with Bone Plate and Unflinching. This will be your main rune page as this one is perfect against bruiser matchups. The secondary rune page is a very similar page, but this one includes Second Wind with Unflinching. This page is often used against ranged matchups as Second Wind heals you from insane poke. The third rune page is PDA with a Resolve page in the secondary. This is a more high risk, high reward rune page that has a ton of burst. I would only recommend this in very easy matchups. As for the bonus stats, you always want to run 2 points into Adaptive Force and 1 point into Armor or Magic Resist, depending on the matchup you're up against. Now let's move on to the builds. As for the starter items, you always take a Dorn Shield into heavy poke or ranged matchups. If you play against a bruiser matchup, you will always go with a Dorn's Blade instead. Now, if you are in an incredibly easy matchup, this is where you could go with a longsword with 3 pots instead. As for the boots, you always want to take steel caps against full AD teams and AD matchups. If you're playing against a team with a ton of AP or heavy CC, this is where you take mercs instead. If you want a more high risk, high reward setup, that's where you go Lucidity boots, which is perfect for snowballing games early on. Now as for the full builds, there are 4 builds I recommend right now. The first build is Divine Sunder with Death Stance and GA. This will be your main build against tanky team comps that are mainly based on AD. The second build is very similar, but this time you have Trinity Force. You want to take this against AD teams that aren't very tanky. Next we have Trinity Force with Hydra and Chainsword. This item set is always used against teams with insane healing. Last, we have Trinity Force with a ton of items for Magic Resist. This build will destroy full AP teams very easily. There's also a few items I didn't mention yet. Force of Nature is good versus AP teams, Titanic Hydra gives you damage and makes you tanky, Thornmail and Renuance counters full AD teams, and Hullbreaker is good for splitting, and Stoneplate is perfect for all lanes. Again, these items are situational and often not required at all. Moving on to the skill order, you always want to max Q first, then your E, and then your W. As for the summoner spells, Ignited with TP is going to be your main spells and is always used for a strong lane. TP and Flash is used for a more safe lane and is great for making plays in the mid-late game. Now let's talk about the laning phase of Camille. Camille is a champion designed to poke and all-in your opponent. During lane phase, you want to maintain your grasp proc at all times by staying in combat with the wave. Every time your opponent moves up to you, you want to charge your Q directly and hit your passive and the grasp, then immediately back off after. In some matchups, this can be quite difficult, so another way of trading is to jump in directly with E, then hit the short combo with your Q and back off right away. When playing like this, you also want to ensure that the wave's in your favor. Look into freezing the wave or stacking the wave as this will make it easier to trade. Now, when hitting level 6, your ultimate allows you to lock your opponent. Look into setting up the lane for ganks or roam. This is one of the easiest ways to snowball during lane phase. Now as for the mid-late game, you want to play Camille mostly on the side lanes. Your objective is to push the lane and then immediately look into either taking jungle camps, getting catches, or going for flanks. If you do this consistently throughout the game, you will eventually create a gigantic lead over the enemy team as extra jungle camps and solo XP pushes you ahead. Now most importantly, you want to split when your TP is up. If you don't actually have it, you still want to farm, but make sure to stay close to teamfights or Dragon and Baron if they're about to spawn. Now as for teamfighting, Camille has a few main objectives. Your goal is to assassinate targets. You either flank in the enemy team right on their back and all in, or you jump in with E from the front line of your team. Your main goal is to kill the enemy carries first. They usually do a lot of damage, but they're also very easy targets. Now, what matters the most in teamfights is that you play around your combo. If your Q is ready, you jump in and burst a target with the true damage, and once it's on cooldown, you back off and wait until it's up again. Now, let's get into a gameplay commentary, and I will teach you guys exactly on how to play Camille top lane. Also, my team is full of subscribers, so elo is completely random. Let's get started. Alright guys, today I'm going to teach you guys how to play Camille top lane in Season 12. So, what you want to run right now is Grasp, Shield Bash, Second Wind, Unflinching, Magical, and then also the Biscuits. Now we specifically take Second Wind here. Ooh. Because we are playing as a Volibear who has a lot of poke through the passive and the E. So with that, we are also going to combine Second Wind with D-Shield so we can have even more healing. So it's going to be we're going to have a very easy time in this matchup because we're mostly going to be healing off of his poke. So the game plan here is quite simple. With the Volibear matchup, we are much more likely to play the wave. We only trade basically when the wave is in our favor. Because Volibear has one problem. Like, he can literally Q into you, straight forward. Into you. And then he can land the stun and get a really good trade off. So it's either we perma-poke him with the Qs, or we start off with my E and then Q him, then kite backwards. That's going to be the plan. Seems like he might be pathing towards the jungle. No, we have a Zed in the jungle currently on blue, so there might be a massive fight on the river soon. It's a fair chance. One of like the best ways of trading Volibear early on is to just get the true damage out like immediately. So you charge up your Q on the CS and then you directly like hit the true damage after. Like right on Volibear. And you also hit the passive then. I mean, not bad from him. But it's a decent trade. Like, he won the trade right there. But in return, we also got my trade off, including a W. So it's not that bad. Like, the Volibear matchup is very similar to other other champions playing this matchup. Like, Volibear has one of the biggest pressure in the lane. Like, he can basically shove an entire wave almost immediately, so it's kind of hard to like pull through. Okay, standing out of his thing. Hitting an auto on the way. Kind of holding out my W for a bit. Seeing what he does. Pop my Igniter as well. Actually killed him. Alright. Never mind. He nearly killed him. Got him. Gotta wait out my combo, so we're gonna move backwards. Walk backwards, waiting for my combo to come back. Remember, like, Camille is not that strong without your abilities. Now we all in. We grab the kill. It's gonna be hard for him to get to us, but he will get us eventually. I've got my passive, so he can't chase me because we got a Lux coming over. Alright, so one thing is crucial. I want you guys to remember this, okay? When you play Camille top, similar to other champions like Riven, you're going to rely on your combos a lot, alright? And just to clarify this, if your passive runs out, that's a lot less to win the trade, right? If you don't have your passive, makes you a lot weaker. Secondly, if your entire combo, your E, Q, W, if everything is down, you're obviously not going to auto your opponent all the way till the end, because you're obviously going to lose a trade unless you can get the kill, of course. Otherwise, you're always going to kite backwards to get your combo back. We've got my double buff now, so we can kind of do whatever we like. So now we're going to be focusing more on like short trades, so we're going to be relying on hitting my E, hitting the Q, and then just backing out. He hits that one. That's just Volibear things. This is the way how he works. Hitting a Q. Remember, if you play Camille with Grasp, you're always going to be poking with Q pretty much all day. Walking out of this one. Oh, it's got the level 6. Yeah, the reason why he got that level 6 is because, like, I've been sharing XP pretty much with Zed all the time. That's why I've actually lost, like, that much. I do have, like, a 3-kill lead. But he still got the level 6 first, despite me having the push against him. It's just because of the XP before. But I think we'll be alright. Kai backwards, just waiting for my combo to come back, so we're kind of chilling around. Waiting again. This is how Volibear works, guys. He wants you to pretty much all in. And we got him. There you go. Yeah, I'm not that worried that he killed me before, because that was just kind of unfortunate, because I was like sharing XP. But it is what it is. So again, like as you can see with Camille, you literally do the same thing pretty much over and over. You either rely on like short trading all day, hitting your E, you're hitting your Q with the passive, and then just backing out. Or when you're like in a long extended fight, you simply hit your Q again, you walk out, you go back in. You pretty much do it all the time, even in team fights. It's a very similar play style. Volibear like testing me out right here. Alright, let's get back off. Yeah, now we start building towards Warhammer. And then what I'm also going to do this game is also go for a Lucidity Boots. But before we do that, I'm going to go for Kindle Gem. So yeah, again, I just want to say this. I really want to point this out there, but Volibear matchup is by far one of the most weirdest matchups, I would say. Because of the amount of like all-in he has and the wave clear. It's a very weird, unusual matchup, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you play Camille into other champions, like Aurelia, for example, like that's a perfect example. Aurelia matchup is pretty much like you pretty much like perma poke with Q all day. It works in like slightly different. You don't have to rely on hitting your E on Aurelia that much. You just save it up until the best time is right. But with Volibear, it's kinda different. Alright, we're probably going to get something here. My teammates are backing out, so I can't 1v2 unfortunately, unless... Alright. I'm stunned, I couldn't even do anything here. Right, I actually, like, originally, I was going to press my R in the middle of the Volibear ultimate, but I actually got stunned, like, something managed to stun me before, I was able to ult. Kind of weird. Very weird. Or the ultimate actually landed, I don't know. It shouldn't have landed. Should have been able to cast it. Let's get 2 plates and we back out. But yeah, everything's looking pretty good. We are already like 5-1, but the only problem is that we are losing quite a bit of farm so far. I'm not very happy with like how farming has been in this game, but it has something to do with the amount of like fighting we've had so far with Volibear. We actually like lost quite a bit because of that, because of the constant fighting with Yi and Volibear. So, but it's alright. Farming wise, it's not the greatest, but like in return we have so many kills already, so it's looking pretty good. So again, we have the double buff right now, so we are going to rely on hitting my E and Q again. don't really want to like shove this into the tower, but I was thinking more about like freezing the wave.
The test of good manners is patience. Behave yourself.
Nice. Alright, let's shove the wave. If Volibear shows up right now, I will try hitting my Q with a Grass Brock into him. We already have Divine Sunder, so killing Volibear is easy to do. Like, Divine Sunder on Camille is extremely good. It's a huge power spike for Camille. So again, we're just going to rely on hitting the Q. Nothing too fancy. We do have to be very careful about a Mastery because he's currently missing. So we're kind of playing it more safe like normally. As long as we don't know... Okay, Mastery is currently in mid lane. That's good to know. It's very good. Hitting the full combo, backing out. Hitting the true damage. We walk away. Like I said earlier, you have to rely on your combo, not on your autos. So apparently he went for a TP, which is interesting. So I'm going to back off as well. I'm going to get my Lucidity boots. Come back stronger. I want to specifically run Lucidity boots this game because it may not be the strongest in terms of survivability. Definitely not, but I will have to TP. If I don't TP, he will get plates. But if you go Lucidity boots, you will have the extra cooldown for your abilities, which will, in return, allow you to use your combo better. So we can kite better, like, back and forth. Let's place a ward right here. Seems like he's probably roaming towards mid lane. Shove it in completely. Nice. Can probably get like one plate if he keeps roaming. Seems like he's already back. I can't like trade him right now because Master Yi is missing. So instead I may actually roam towards mid. Okay.
Morality is a beautiful servant and a dangerous master.
Yep, he's like doing his thing again. He'll probably all end me. This is the one thing you gotta be very careful for when you play against Volibear, because he has like the full passive already. Like, remember, man, there's a reason why Volibear has such a high win rate. This champion doesn't need much skill to play well.
Don't worry, I'm not finished yet.
It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. His passive makes him so strong. Got him. Again, we kite backwards, like I told you guys earlier. This is absolutely crucial, guys. Walking backwards, wait for your combo to come back, re-engage. That's pretty much how the tactic works here. Hit the true damage. Back to Volibear right here. Hitting the true damage, backing out, hitting the next Q, charging back in. Waiting for my next E to come back. You're literally a character that basically relies on hitting Q all day. It's pretty much what it is. Alright, you got him. Now we get tower. And now we get the wave. Nice. And there we go. So now we go back. We're going to be building towards AoE damage, right? Camille has a very little amount of AoE damage, so it's really hard to like wave clear with Camille properly. So what we're building right now is going to be Hydra. Right, Hydra is like core item, man. Camille has some of the worst wave clear of the entire game. Not necessarily the worst, but somewhere close to the worst. So if you go like Hydra, you actually fix that problem. Like Hydra is going to allow you to like actually farm, actually push and get camps. That's mostly the reason why you're building Tiamat into Hydra. Wow, he died so fast. But yeah, now we're going to get into splitting and actually making pressure. We're going to be 1v1ing we're going to be 1v1ing Volibear now and pressure all day. Let's take the next wave. Probably he's going to end up like roaming. He'll definitely not like 1v1 me for sure. I'm going to have to start it against him. Hitting the Q. This was W. Pressuring him with the true damage. We have a Z coming top lane. Again, hit that, walk away. Pressure him again. And we got him. We need to get some jungle camps, but yeah, before we do. And we get another one. You have no idea how many kills you can actually get by playing like this. Like people, by default, people want to farm the wave, which is coming to them. If you pressure them, like you hide yourself from the wave, they try and farm it, you can actually take the kill immediately. For instance, this Yasuo was walking right here. I could have actually been hidden inside the brusher and I could have jumped into him. Of course, I'm not going to do it, but it's possible, you know. Alright, let's go Death Sense. Death Sense will be the next item. I may actually go Chain Sword, but not so sure yet. At my will. Like, Chain Sword can be pretty good sometimes if you play against teams like this who has like massive healing. This guy's probably dead. Sidestep. Got him. Back just pushing. Next wave. Nice. Now we're gonna go for jungle camps. Perfect. Take the catch. And then we're gonna look into getting this camp here. Alright, now we're gonna get into the next like chapter, I guess. Because right now we have my TP up, right? Drake is not there yet, it's like 2 minute 50, but if I keep splitting like this, we will eventually get ourselves into a team fight where I can either TP to it or flank them. The goal right now is that we keep splitting, we do what we do now, but we have my TP ready for when the team fight starts, we can just immediately flank them and then just win it right away. I will probably back off here. Because I don't know where people are. Yeah. Try backwards. Oh. It actually got me. That's interesting. To be honest, I actually thought like Master Yi was a lot more weak because we actually managed to kill him so many times. We're actually like 4 levels ahead of Master Yi. So I thought, hey, I'd win. But this guy has Kraken. He also has Rage Blade. Never mind. All right, let's go for Chainsword. My next item will be GA. There you go. Maybe Death Stance. I might actually consider Death Stance more. This Yasuo is dead for sure. It's only got 1.5 item. Let's keep chasing. We will get him. Team also knows. Got him. Cool. Now we go top, clean up that mess as well. I want my team to start pressuring so we can start a team fight soon. Like Drake starts in like 40, so we can get something done. Another catch. Push another wave.
I am employed when negotiations fail.
They're already grouping for Drake, but the Drake is still spawning. Good time to TP. Drake starts in 10, so we must go for that now. Got him. Flanking the Swain on the back. Now there's 2 more alive here. One specifically here. Somewhere. Okay, he's gone. We might actually do another flank just to show you guys. So I'm gonna be a little bit patient. Maybe they will show up here. Okay, they walk forward. Good. Yeah, Volibear doing Volibear things again. He's top lane. I might actually have to go top. Yeah, I have to go top again. Like Volibear is like pushing top again, so I have to take care of this. But yeah, eventually you will have your 4th item. I mean, look at how low of a cooldown my E already is. It's like 6.49 seconds, which is really good. Nice. Probably stuff's taken here, yeah. I'm getting the enemy team is coming down here, so I can stay for more. Nope. They're going Baron. My whole team died, so they're taking all the stuff now. Take this one. Next team fight is gonna be very hard to do because they are getting pretty fed now. Ooh, another catch. Got him. Pop my ignite. I actually didn't want to. My bad. Would very appreciate if I actually had this one. Okay. My TP comes back in like 50, so we're going to stay around my team for just a bit, because I think we can get more catches on them. This Volibear is also dead. Nice. And now we're going to shove the wave. So instead of running mid straight up, we're just still going to clean this up first. Still have enough mana for the upcoming fight. Now that's actually kind of interesting. I did not expect this would actually happen. I'm getting Master Yi, man. Ever since that one fight where my whole team died, basically, Master Yi got like 4 levels out of that one fight. It's kind of weird. Yeah, it's also dead. Huh? I'm considering like TPing to flank them, but I'll give it a try.
Sometimes ambitions must be restrained.
I don't think they will expect this. This is going to be a great one. Right on their backs. They can't run anymore because I'm right here now. Got it.
Always triumphs.
Yeah, we shoved the wave. I don't think I will take that camp because we need to shove this one because the Drake is spawning soon. Whoops. There's a Master Yi that may or may not show up here. Alright. Yeah, now we go for... Now we're going to be running straight mid. Or before we do that, there's a Master Yi showing up here somewhere, I'm pretty sure. I'm probably dead. Yeah. The thing is with Master Yi, this guy does like so much damage, I can't even pop my true damage out and he already kills me. I need a GA, man. The game is such a good game, really it is. The only thing keeping us down from like winning the game at the moment is just Master Yi being this fed. He's just got so many kills, man. A Master Yi just shreds you down. That's stopwatch. So like next time he all-ins me, I can take care of him. I'll just use my stopwatch and then just time it right so I have my true damage ready. This one top lane. Can't believe that this game, like it's such a good game. Just can't believe it's you haven't actually been able to win it so far. Just Master Yi do Master Yi things currently. There is a Yasuo which is about to show up right here. That's what I predict. Let's see. He may or may not show. Maybe. Alright, it doesn't. Got my red potion now. Master Yi doing Master Yi things again. That's number one. We're gonna do this because Master Yi is the only one who's actually strong here. Got him. So Master Yi goes down. We get these two. Now we can probably shove the entire thing all the way to. May actually be able to finish the game here. Maybe. Told you. Only Master Yi, like, and of course Valdivir, but yeah. He's not that strong in my opinion. Come on, team. Just stay over here. Just wait for them to show up. Sucks that the whole team doesn't believe in this one. Kind of sucks that my whole team did not listen to my call. So like half of my team listened to me, and the other half of the team did not listen to me. It's kind of unfortunate, but you see, like, we win like this. My call was like perfect here. Sucks that like half the team just didn't care about my call here. Kind of weird. It was such a good call, but they just didn't believe in it. Weird. You can trick so many people with that call that I did. Just standing right here just wins you games, man. Anyway, this is Camille Toplane. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and I'll see you next time. Peace.